Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And Deuce Knight will be running the show here. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Third and long coming up. Moves the pocket. It's Knight. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Dylan Edwards. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds a crease. It's Edwards. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Right side, it's Riley. Makes a grab and room to run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Smith with the grab over the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first. Keeping his eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. Second and long here.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fighting off the defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Working the ground game. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Here's the give off the left side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Takes the handoff, it's Edwards. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast, and the ball comes out erratic.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hits the hole. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Running inside, it's Riley. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The run inside. It's Coleman. The Tide will get the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Coleman. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Heel off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 11 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Tide head coach running back onto the field. He mentioned to his team, this is what it's like to play in the SEC, a knockdown dragout. Both of these teams still in conference contention, and both of these teams with college football playoff hopes still ahead. But he knows they have to set the tone here on the opening drive. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out game, as it usually is in the SEC. But it all starts now with how they start on this opening drive. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Edwards. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be it.
There he goes! The tag! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Knight. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Priestcorn. And he's still running after the move. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit, because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this, because this is working.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Offense working from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's a give to Bothwell. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Out wide right, it's Cook. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. To the air, it's Knight. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for running room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quick give. It's Coleman. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Pulls and fired complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Got the 1st down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch. When you
snags it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
deemed it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Knight.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Play action on first down. Turns it upfield. Makes the tackle. They'll need a bunch on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make...
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels have this offense rolling.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. Going to take a shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Fires it down the seam. He's got it at the 30. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Hits inside. It's Coleman. Got a little grass. He'll be dropped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right at the line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on 4th down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Drops back. It's Snipe. Extending the play. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
On the move. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting a nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires it incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Moving the pocket, it's Cantrell. He's going to take a sack to end it, but he'll also take the win. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.